Hey everyone, Nathan here from Coins and ICOs, and this is the second video about FidentiaX. The token sale has started 5 days ago, so today we're going to talk a little bit about that. So if you remember, we've talked about the insurance market, how most of us have insurance policies in our lives, car insurance and medical insurance and life insurance and so on. So it's pretty common. Now, we've also talked about the problem of having a life insurance policy when you are not able to pay for it anymore. Because if somebody had, for 20 years, a life insurance policy and he stopped paying, that's it. The policy is disabled, and if something happens to him, his family is not going to get the money. So that created a big problem. So FidentiaX came up with a solution of creating a decentralized marketplace that people will be able to sell or to buy other insurance policies. And we've also talked about the sheer size of the market. If you remember, only in Japan, the insurance market size is $7.7 trillion, in South Korea and Hong Kong and so on. So this is a huge market. So today we will talk about what FidentiaX is actually offering and how exactly are they going to do it. And also we will talk about the ICO itself and the coin distribution and the company's roadmap. And that's about it. Great, so let's start with the basics. Today, there is no recognized marketplace for buying and selling insurance policies. So sellers today face the challenge of finding interested buyers. So if I want to sell my insurance policy, it's not easy for me to find a buyer. And buyers who want to buy insurance policies or to trade with them, it's not easy for them to find sellers. So there's no recognized marketplace today. Even more so, the buyers and the sellers need to be physically present for the transfer of policies. So if I want to sell an insurance policy in New York, I have to go to an agent's office and find a buyer. And what FidentiaX is trying to do here is to solve all of these problems. So what is their solution? So let's look at the steps here. The first one is listing. So the policy holders, the ones holding the insurance policy that decided to sell their insurance policy for many reasons, the policy holders looking to extract higher value because there are a lot more buyers, so their value will be higher. From their tradable insurance policies, they submit the policies to FidentiaX blockchain-powered platform that is running on blockchain technology, and then they gain access to ready buyers of the platform. So in the platform, there will be buyers waiting to buy their insurance policies. This creates a competition, so they will probably get a higher value. Now, buyers will then browse the available policies and they will be able to select the policies that meet their investment objectives. So the seller is getting a better price and the buyer is getting a better price and a better deal that is more suitable for his objective. So the second step will be the offering. So the interested buyers, the one who wants to buy the insurance policy, will complete the relevant documentation and deposit funds to the platform. Now, the funds deposited to the platform will be FidentiaX tokens. Of course, they will deposit fiat currency, dollars and pounds and so on. And then they will exchange it to the FidentiaX tokens. Now this will add value to the token. So after that, they will deposit funds with the platform, and sellers will be notified that funds are secured and the relevant documentation is transmitted. The third step is submission. The seller will submit all of the documentation, proof that he needs for the policy to be transferred. And that's it. So the sellers upload all the documentation to the FidentiaX blockchain. The documents will be verified, and then it will be transmitted to the buyer, and the funds that the buyer has in the marketplace will be transmitted to the seller. So everything happening here is a lot faster than physically going to an office and trying to find buyers. Now, this is pretty amazing. FidentiaX created a marketplace where you, like any other marketplace, because as we said before, the insurance market is worth trillions of dollars around the world. And FidentiaX are creating a marketplace that will bring all of these businesses together. Buyers from Japan will buy policies from sellers in the US, and sellers and buyers from the US will buy from the Japan, in North Korea, in Singapore, and so on. So the potential here is huge. Now imagine that you have an insurance policy and you want to sell it because you just don't want to pay for the you don't want to pay the premiums anymore. So today you can only sell it near to where you live, and the processing time is a lot longer, and there's no guarantee you can even find a buyer. But with this market, it will be a lot faster, and the price you will get will obviously be better because of the competition, and the buyers will have a big marketplace to choose from. So that's a great incentive for buyers to go to the FidentiaX marketplace and not to wait for sellers to come in different ways. They just log in to this marketplace, pay the fee, and that's it. Okay, so let's move on to the roadmap. They just launched the token sale. The token sale will end on the beginning of December. Okay. And in the first quarter of 2008, in February 2008, the FidentiaX membership marketplace will be launched. So not a year from now, not 6 months from now, in a couple of months from now, the marketplace is ready and it will be launched. This is great news. And in June 2008, the model portfolio will be ready. And in about a year from now, a full blockchain-powered marketplace will be ready. So the big growth here of FidentiaX, the big potential here, will be in less than a year from now. This is why you should look into it. I think you should look into it, because investing in FidentiaX now, you will get a great ROI because there's a lot of potential here. Okay, so the coin distribution and the token sale. As I said before, the token sale started 5 days ago. There are 25 days left. Now, they already raised almost $1.5 million, which is great for an ICO to raise in 5 days. It's great. That comes to 2.5 million tokens. So if we do the math here, 44903. Oh, sorry. if we do the math here, okay, so every token is worth 45 cents. Okay, so you can buy 500 FDX, which is the FidentiaX, which is the FidentiaX token. You can buy 500 for 1 Ethereum. One Ethereum is about $300. So you already raised 2.5 million tokens. So 45 cents for a token. Now the distribution, as we talked before, there will be 100 million tokens in total. Okay? And the founders will get 25 million. A bounty program for 1 million, so you should check this out. Maybe you can take part in the bounty program. And business partners and advisors, 4 million tokens. Another important thing that you should look into here is that, first of all, the soft cap is 1 million. So they already passed the soft cap. So that's great. Okay, now an important thing you need to take into consideration here is that US citizens are not eligible to participate in the crowd sale. Okay, now a lot of ICOs do that because there is a problem with ICOs in the US. We're not going to get into it now, but you could look into it. But there's a problem with ICOs in the US currently. We hope that this will be solved. So the soft cap, as we said, is 1 million, and they passed the soft cap. This is great, which means that the ICO is successful, and they're moving on. Now, one more thing, a very important thing that you need to know about FidentiaX is that they want to sell 100 million tokens. But any unsold tokens that will not be sold during the next 25 days will be burnt. So this is very important, because if you bought, let's say, 5,000 tokens for 10 Ethereum, if the total token supply is 100 million, you have a certain percentage of those tokens because you have 5,000 tokens. But if FidentiaX has only 50 million tokens in their supply, you just doubled the percentage of tokens that you hold in the company. So this is very important. Now, in general, every ICO that you look into, if you don't see that they write in their white paper or in their website, if they don't specify that unsold tokens will be burnt, my advice is don't buy those tokens, because the value, it will be a lot harder to create a good value to these tokens. But if the unsold tokens will be burnt, this automatically adds up value to those investors who did buy the tokens. Okay, so that's important. Next week I will probably do another video about FidentiaX. We'll look at the token sale and the progress of the token sale. Until then, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below, and you can subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. This has been Nathan from Coins and ICOs. Thank you.